guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are completely new, hello, I am sincerely Niko, and in today's video I'm going to be doing this look right here. It is really pretty. I am so happy that I have my creative juices back. It's been missing for a moment and I'm just so happy to be back creating looks. And it's all about the look, baby. It's all about the look. So without further ado, we're going to be doing this video, but it has a twist, and I'm pretty sure you guys see the title below. This is not I follow my favorite beauty guru makeup tutorial. This is actually I use products that my beauty guru said are holy grails. I don't know if anybody has done this video. If so, please tag them below. I want to give credit, but I wanted to do this video because a lot of these beauty influencers and beauty gurus say that this product is their favorite, this product is their favorite, this product is their favorite, but we really, truly, wholeheartedly don't know if it is. I had to see if they were really good. Well, I know they're really good because they're in my collection as well too. So I wanted to create a look using Gabriel Zamora's Holy Grails. So if you are wondering how I created this look, then keep on watching. But before we do so, make sure you, okay, this is so long. I'm gonna redo this. But before we do so, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Join me here on YouTube and be a part of the EXO squad because it is lit. Always on this side of YouTube. Hey. Make sure you guys subscribe, be a part of the family. Also, give this video a thumbs up and comment below how you feel about this look. How you feel about my videos. Like this look, like look at this highlight, like she slays. This look slays, honey. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into this video.
I thought she wasn't in the end. She be slanging things like a simian. All my life I want $1 million in the end.
Alright guys, so after watching the video that he did about the items that he had in his makeup bag that he loves to travel with, I did go through my collection and see some products that I do have that is very similar of his. And being that he's very influential, especially for men of color, being that he is Mexican or Latino, I don't know exactly what his nationality is, he has done a lot of great impact, so that's why I chose him to do this video. Now, if someone has done this video before me, I do want to give credit, so if you guys know anybody who have done this video before me, definitely leave it in the comment section below. I want to give credit to those who have thought of this idea. I don't think it's original, but yet I do want to do this. But nevertheless, he talked about some of the products that he used for his face, in particular priming. He has some great products to prime with. Gabriel is more on the drier side than me. I don't know why, but he also gets oily. But I went ahead and moisturized and cleansed my skin off camera. I also prepped my skin with the MAC Strobe Cream. This is in the shade Pink Light, the original bottle and packaging. And then I also prepped my skin with the Makeup Forever Mattifying Step 1 Primer. Both of these he mentioned in his video. I'm going to zoom you guys in closer. We're going to get into the eyes. And I'm going to show you guys how I created this look using the Wanted palette that he also mentioned that he carries with him as a travel palette. I also agree that this palette is amazing as well too. It's a great essential everyday palette. If you guys have not gotten this palette, please do so. It is amazing, as you guys can see here. Give you guys a little close up. Alright, so I went ahead and already prepped and primed my eye off camera. I did this prior to getting on camera just to cut down time again. So I'm going to go ahead and take the first shade, and I'm going to take this Camel shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the crease. In this color, there is no precision, just blend. Taking my Morphe M32, Taking my Morphe M332, I'm going to take this red shade here that is next to that camel shade, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that as well too in the crease. But I'm going to keep it more or less on the 1/3 or 1/2 of the eye of the crease. I'm not going to travel this shade in so much. Switching back over to my M433 and a little bit of that camel shade, I'm just going to blend and buff out that red shade. Taking my Morphe M506, which is a really bullet precision brush, I'm going to take this dark brown shadow here that is below that red shade, and I'm going to carve out the crease. And I'm going to keep this shade real low for a reason. Taking my M332, and I'm just going to blend out those edges. Grabbing some of that watercolor from Anastasia in the shade called Honey, I am going to cut the crease. To set the crease, I'm going to go back into this eyeshadow palette and I'm going to pick up this gold shade here. Now it looks white in the pan, but it definitely comes out very gold. It kind of reminds me of that Alcatraz highlighter that NARS is known and very iconic for. And I am going to pat that on from the inner corner of the eye. Then I'm going to take it on the upper part of the cut crease. Going back into this palette again, I'm going to take this gold shade, which is 2 doors down from that shade, and I'm going to pat this right below that white gold in the same direction. Then I'm going to take this deeper bronze shade right here in that palette, and I'm going to pat that on the lower portion of the eye in that same direction. Taking my Morphe M506, I'm going to grab more of that dark brown in the palette, and I'm just going to smoke out a little bit more of this eye on that lower lash line to kind of create a oval shape. Then I'm going to take more of that dark brown shade and I'm going to take it on the point and be very precise and have a precision blending skill for the upper part of this crease because I felt like it lost just a little bit of depth up here. Taking my Fenty eyeliner, the Fenty Fly Liner, and because I'm black, I'm going to go ahead and line my lashes, but I am not going to wing it out. I'm actually going to do a fade liner. This technique is something that I did not invent, but I definitely love to use it a lot. So if I am the first that you guys learned this from, let me know. And if I am the first to actually coin this, then hello, I kind of made it, you know, made something amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lashes like normal. But once I get to the point where the color is very deep and saturated, right, like right here, I take my finger and I just kind of tap and blend that out. So it looks like it faded into the deeper colors. Now, being that I have used a lot of browns, and then I'm using a black liner, I definitely need a black eyeshadow to kind of marinate and blend the liner into the eye look. So I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is the Crown BK43, and I'm going to take this black shadow in the palette right here. And then I'm just going to press right at that tail part of the liner and a little bit above it so that this blends into that dark, deep chocolate brown. Alright, lashes on, eyes are done, mascara on fleek, brows slayed. Let's jump into complexion. So when he was going through his whole entire foundation collection, one of the brands stuck out to me the most, and that of course is NARS. He likes the NARS All Day Luminous foundation. I do have some NARS foundation that I do love a lot, and that is the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. This foundation is bomb.com. I can't tell you how much this foundation has really changed the game for me. Shout out to my sis King Couture for putting me onto this foundation. I definitely love it. I have it in 2 shades, New Caledonia and also Nimbia. Nimbia is more of a red tone, so this is definitely perfect for me in the summer. But being that I am on the pale side right now, I'm going to be using the shade New Caledonia. And I'm also going to be applying that with the Real Technique sponge that he also said that he loves to use. Alright, so foundation is on. Again, like I said, it's just a smidge warm than usual, but that's fine because I am going to twerk her out stupidly. So I'm going to use that Makeup Revolution Concealer, Define Concealer, and I'm going to take it in the shade C13. I love this concealer so much because it definitely does remind me so much of the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's only like $7 or $8, and Tarte Shape Tape is like $29, $24, something of that kind of caliber. I am not going to kick out the coins for that, being that I got bills and I am quote unquote not cutting it or being supported financially by doing this on YouTube and also in life. One day I would love to make this my dream to be able to do makeup full-time on social media, but right now I do have to keep a 9-to-5 and I do have bills that need to be paid, especially my car note and my rent and insurance and stuff of that kind of caliber. You know, adulting is real out here when you're on your own. But nevertheless, this concealer is very budget friendly and it definitely gives me what I need as far as coverage goes. Now to set the face, I don't own the Patrick powder. I don't own any of the powders he did mention. Some of them I do have, but I don't use it the way he used it. So to set his face, he used the Patrick powder to set his face. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me powder, which is also definitely recommended by Patrick himself as a great product to set your face with. So win-win. Okay, and then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Powder. This is very similar to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, which I also do own, but I like to use this to sweep off the bake underneath the eyes. You guys are going to see that product being used, of course, on today's tutorial. But to set the perimeters of the face and the rest of the face, I'm going to use this Laura Mercier in the shade 6. And I'm going to take that on my Morphe M58. My Morphe M58 brush, M58 brush, and I'm just going to press this into the perimeters of the face to lock in the foundation. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sweep off this loose powder. I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deepest, and I'm just going to sweep off all of that loose powder that has been baking on my face for a moment. And I think he uses his Mineralized Skin Finish powder to bronze. I think he used the Gimme Sun. That doesn't work for my skin tone. I'm definitely way deeper than Gabriel, but I have a skin finish. And see, I was able to neutralize the foundation, make it work for my skin tone, even though it was a little bit more warmer than it should be. But that's why I love the new Cardona shade versus the one below it. Doesn't work for me. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I do not own the MAC setting spray, nor do I own the Urban Decay All Nighter or the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, but I'm going to be using the Sephora Set Beauty Amplifier Spray. I gotta use what I can afford. This is $16 for a full size. Go ahead and... Alright, to sculpt a face, I do not have the Hoola bronzer. The Hoola bronzer don't fit my complexion, period. Don't go deep enough for me, sis. Benefit. But I'm going to use this Lancome press powder. This is the dual finish press powder in shade 560. I love this powder to sculpt the face after doing all of this extra work. Keep in mind, I did use Nimbia to warm up the complexion as far as the foundation, quote unquote, cream contouring. For blush, he has a Kim K blush and a MAC blush. I don't own any blushes from either one of those companies. I'm going to move on into highlighters. He didn't really mention highlighters, so I'm just going to freestyle and apply one of my favorite highlighters on my face. And we already know what that is, and that is from Miss Nors. And that is the Blanc de Sable highlighting palette. You guys know this is not a stranger on my channel. And I just love this highlighter because it just gives like a wet look. I lied. He mentioned the Kim K highlighter. I don't own that. So this is a good alternative for me to put on. And I kind of go a little crazy with this shade because it literally just melts and just gives the skin that wet look. And I love it. I love it. For lips today, he used some products that I do carry. He has some MAC lip liners. He didn't say which color, so I'm going to use the one that I do own, and it's the only one that I do own, and that is in the shade called Cork. I'm going to go ahead and align my lips. Then for lipstick today, I'm going to be using his lipstick, which is in the shade called Gabriel Zamora. I still have my lipstick a year later. It's literally the perfect nude. And then to finish off the lip, I'm going to add on the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the color Fenty Glow. We all know, sheathbomb.com. Alright guys, so this pretty much completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Shout out to you, Gabriel Zamora, for letting me dig into your makeup bag and using some of your products. No, but for real, shout out to Gabriel Zamora for doing that video of his Holy Grail and his makeup bag that he traveled with. I was able to see some of the products that someone who influenced me a lot on YouTube uses on a daily basis, or at least definitely gravitate towards the most out of all of this saturated beauty community that everyone uses products. So keep in mind, just because you watch so many influencers, sometimes they have to keep changing those products out just to kind of satisfy the masses, of course, but once they find that holy grail product that works for them, they will definitely speak truth to those products. So without further ado, I'm going to end this video here. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, be a part of the EXO squad, because it's always lit. I do these crazy videos like this, and I am so happy to be doing tutorials again. Halloween drained the heck out of me, but I'm glad to be back doing some tutorials. With that being said, I'm in this video here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.
Check this out.